Welcome back, Heroclix fans. Today I have a very cool video for you guys. I'm going to take a look at the Heroclix figures out of this new strategy game, the Justice League strategy game from WizKids, and they have Heroclix dials in here. Let's take a look at the figures below here so you guys can get a good idea of what the sculpts look like, and then we will go into all the details and stats on the dials. As you see here, we have Batman, Wonder Woman, Darkseid, Superman, and Cyborg. We also get 2 custom dice, and in the back row we have Parademons. These are Pogs. We will cover them, what they do and what their benefit is. And on the far back row there we have the switch clicks for the game. These have different stats for the actual strategy game, which I will not talk about in this video. This video is strictly going to be about these figures, their dials, what my thoughts are. In the future, there could be videos about how to play this game. But for Heroclix players, we're going to take a look at the figures themselves if you decide to get this Justice League strategy game. If you're a Heroclix player, the reason why you probably get the game is to get these figures. That's not to say that the game is not worth it. Alright, so we're going to start off with the first figure most of you guys want to look at is Batman, Batman Family, Detective, Gotham City, Justice League, and Martial Artist are the keywords. We have 2 different point values at 150 or 100 points. We have JLA, TA, and the Batman TA. So we have options. Taking a look at the card pretty quickly here, we ignore elevated and hindering terrain for movement. Study the enemy. Whenever Batman is hit by an attack or misses an attack, place a strategy token on this character card. Give Batman a free action to remove any number of strategy tokens from his card and increase his attack value by +1 until your next turn for each token removed. So that's pretty good. If you get hit, you get a token. If you miss an attack, you get a token. So over time, you will be able to build up these tokens and be able to get better attacks later on in the game with using them. So that's really good. We also have Run and Shot, Sidestep, Charge, and we have a utility belt special attack power that gives you Energy Explosion, Sidestep, Smoke Cloud, Regeneration, and you get to ignore hindering terrain for targeting character. And when you use Sidestep, you ignore characters for movement. So that's really good. That's also a power that is on the top dial for 150, and later on at the last couple clicks, you get that as well. So we also have some really cool powers. Then the rest here are standard powers, and you get to see that this one can be taken off and used part of the Justice League team base. So that is really cool. Let's take a look at the dial and get some more looks at this figure. We have Run and Shot, then we have the utility belt. Like I said, Energy Explosion could be useful here. You also have Smoke Cloud, Sidestep, so you could sidestep, then you can Run and Shot. You could sidestep to break away from a character and then use your Run and Shot. You also, with the utility belt, you ignore hindering terrain when you target someone. So that's some really powerful stuff here. 150 points, kind of expensive. 17 toughness is a little bit scary for 150. You get outwit though. So let's see what else we have here that's really gonna stand out. We jump up to an 18 toughness. And then now we're at our 100-point starting dial. I really like the 100-point starting dial just because it's 50 points cheaper and you get combat reflexes of 17 with the built-in Batman TA. So at close combat, you're at 19, you have Perplex. You do not have the utility belt starting out, but it's pretty good. I like this one. That's pretty good starting point value for 100 points. You drop down a little bit here, and then you jump right back up in here to an 18 toughness, Perplex with utility belt. And if I did skip over it, I want to cover it again, you also get regeneration with that. That's incredible. So you can regenerate up here depending on if you played 100 points, you just bounce up to the top dial. but you also, if you played the full points, you could potentially get back to top dial with that regeneration. Let's click it some more, because it's not a very long dial. Charge, toughness, ranged combat expert. Not too many Batman clicks with ranged combat expert. That's pretty good. And KOs at 8. I think this is a pretty solid Batman. I could see myself playing him at 100 points. Maybe in a larger game, potentially play him at the 150. Both point values are pretty good for this figure, but you know there's so many Batmans out there. I don't necessarily say you have to get this pack. You don't have to get this game to get this Batman. I don't think the Batman sells it. It's a good Batman though, and a Batman you probably would like at your disposal if you want to, play a Batman. It's got Justice League keywords, Gotham City, some good, generic Batman keywords to put him on some teams. It's a good Batman. It's a really good Batman though. All right, so let's jump into Wonder Woman. Now, I really like this Wonder Woman. You can see here, opening stats are pretty good, but when you have a trait and you have a special power, you really want to know what it does, and we will do that. Also, we have some traits here we want to cover. Outmatch my opponent. When Wonder Woman hits an opposing character, place a thwart token on her character card. When Wonder Woman is targeted with an attack, you may remove any number of thwart tokens on her card and increase her defense by +1 for each one of the tokens. So that's pretty cool. So when you hit an opposing character, you get a token. Great, right? But then when they return to attack you, you can choose to remove those tokens and basically modify your defense up. That's really good. Also, we have super strength and super senses, but super senses only from a ranged attack. That is traded. We have charge, sidestep, flurry. We also have the lasso of truth. Wonder Woman can use in-cap as a range of 4. Never really used that in-cap power with Wonder Woman, but comic accuracy. Combat reflexes, invulnerability, and willpower. That is why I really like this Wonder Woman, paired up with the outmatch trait. All of the traits here give her super strength, super senses. She is brutal. So we have charge with super strength. We have combat reflexes, invulnerability, and willpower. You also get super senses if they try to shoot at her. From close combat, she has close combat reflexes. From range, she's got super senses. So she's got a little bit of everything and built-in willpower with that power. Unfortunately, yes, if you do outwit that defense power, she does drop. I will have to say that. If you do outwit that, that's her defense power is really what's keeping her going. It's pretty much all she has for her. Then we have our lasso, our in-cap power. But look at that. These are very good stats. This is our 100-point starting area. She starts at 150 and 100. JLA, Amazon, Justice League, and Warrior are the keywords. So sidestep in, super strength, invulnerability, combat reflex. I mean, this is pretty good. Sidestep in, get your close combat expert out there. Nice. I like this. Now you jump up to impervious here. Oh, look at that. We have flurry, and don't forget we also have super strength in there. This is a solid piece. And look at all these flurry clicks are after the 100-point click. So I think playing her at 100 points is really good. I also say playing her at 150 is also pretty good idea too. She doesn't drop off. The 2 extra clicks you get add quite a bit to her. It's worth it, I think. Let's get back to this. And she's KO'd. This is a really good Wonder Woman. This is probably one of the better Wonder Woman out there. Also, she's on the team base as well. And she gives everyone energy shield deflection. This is a really good Wonder Woman. I like her quite a bit. Now let's jump into Superman. I was going to do Darkseid. I'm going to save him till the end because I think he's going to be just... he's going to need a lot of time. Alright, here's Superman. Pretty cool sculpt. As well, he goes on the team base. We have Celebrity, Justice League, Kryptonian, Metropolis, Reporter, Protect the Innocent. Whenever another friendly character takes damage from an opponent's attack, place a protection token on Superman's card. So if someone attacks, if one of your friendly characters takes damage, then he gets a token for the protection token. Give Superman a free action to remove any one of the protection tokens from his card. Increase his damage value by 1 until your next turn. So, if, say, Darkseid damages his friends, then he gets these protection tokens and then can build up his damage to get even stronger. So he's this guy needs friendlies to get better for him, because he can't even if he gets attacked, he doesn't get those points. So he's got to protect other guys. Also, we have faster than a speeding bullet, more powerful than a locomotive. Superman can use charge. So we start off with the charge power, but when he uses charge, if he moves along a direct line, he does not have his movement, and he can go through blocking terrain. That's 13 movement. That is a full charge. 13 movement is brutal. I would like to tell you that is brutal. But you see he's got special defense power, and we will cover that right here. Big Blue Boy Scout. He can use Invincible, which is really good. Once per attack, when a friendly character within 6 squares and line of fire would be hit with a ranged combat attack, you may place Superman adjacent to that character so that it blocks line of fire from the attacker. If you do, modify Superman's defense by +2 for this attack, and the attack targets him instead, even if it would be illegal. So I won't really worry about the illegal part and discussing how that would work, but basically how this would work, just to get an idea. Let's say Wonder Woman is going to shoot on Batman with her in-cap power, right? Superman says, "What? I can see that. I'm gonna that defense power says you can get adjacent to there, block the thing. You would get a +2 to your defense, and now Wonder Woman has to attack Superman." That's a really good defense power, especially with the 18 defense already, Invincible, and you get a +2 to your defense. The problem is, the person is attacking a friendly character. So you can only protect, it only kicks in to that +2 if you are protecting a fellow guy. But that's a good power. And it's hard to explain, but that could be very, very useful. Like I said, this Superman is not a one-man army type figure. This is a Superman that you want to play with a team. He plays very well with others. He helps protect them. He gets better when he protects people. That's this Superman, if you like that. And let's take a look at his dial here. And it's not bad at all, actually. We have that full movement charge. We have our special defense with Invincible. And let's see. We have, see, the stats drop off a little bit though. He's got range, and he has Superman TA, so he can see through stealth, which is also, there we go. Impervious now. You see the damage drops off a little bit. Now this is our 100-point starting value. He starts off at 200 or 100. Okay. So, see that. You got your full charge with super strength, impervious, 100 points, not bad. Now we get our special defense power here with hypersonic in Dom, so you can push. Get some more clicks for there. Invulnerability, and then he kind of drops off.